Hold on. Have you heard about Google's latest AI bombshell? This is Google Gemini 2.5 Pro, and it's being called the best AI model yet. Yeah, best yet. But is it really? With ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, and others already in the ring, what makes Gemini 2.5 Pro stand out? Today we're diving deep, benchmarks, reviews, capabilities, and all the juicy details. Buckle up, this is a wild ride through the cutting edge of AI. And hey, if you're loving this deep dive into the latest tech, hit that subscribe button for more unfiltered breakdowns like this. Let's go. This is about unpacking the tech that's shaping our future with optimism, curiosity, and a dash of nerdy excitement. Gemini 2.5 Pro isn't just another AI, it's Google's bold swing at redefining what AI can do. So, what is it? How does it stack up? And why should you care? Let's break it down. So, what's the deal with Gemini 2.5 Pro? Launched in March 2025, it's Google's flagship AI model, built to crush everything from coding to creative writing to complex reasoning. Think of it as a super smart assistant that's been hitting the gym hard. It's multimodal, handling text, images, code, and maybe more we don't fully know yet. Google's keeping some cards close, but here's the kicker. It's got a 1 million token context window, soon expanding to 2 million. That's enough to process entire books or massive code bases in one go. For comparison, OpenAI's o3 Mini and Claude 3.7 Sonnet cap at 200k tokens, and only Grok 3 matches Gemini's million. This massive context window means it can reason through huge datasets without needing extra tricks like RAG. It's a game changer for enterprise use, like analyzing full code repositories or crunching big data. But let's be real, most of us aren't dealing with million token problems. So what does this mean for the average person? It means an AI that can remember and understand more of what you're talking about, making conversations feel less like talking to a robot and more like chatting with a friend who's read all the same books as you. Imagine an AI that doesn't just answer your question, but gets you. That's the promise here. Let's talk numbers, because in the AI world, benchmarks are the flex. Gemini 2.5 Pro is topping charts like it's the Olympics of artificial intelligence. It debuted at #1 on the LMSES Chatbot Arena leaderboard, beating OpenAI's o3 Mini, Grok 3, and Claude 3.7 Sonnet by a wide margin. 35 ELO points ahead of the next best. That's like saying humans prefer Gemini's answers way more than the competition. It scores 18.8% on humanity's last exam, a brutal test of knowledge and reasoning, outpacing OpenAI's 14%. In math, it hits 86.7% on 2025, neck and neck with GPT 4.5 but ahead of Claude. For science, it nails 84% on GPQA Diamond, a grad-level test that stumps most models. Coding, it's a beast, scoring 68.6% on Ada Polyglot for code editing and 70.4% on Live Code Bench. Only Claude 3.7 Sonnet edges it out slightly on SWE Bench at 70.3% versus Gemini's 63.8%. And here's the thing, these are single-pass results. No fancy test time tricks like OpenAI's majority voting. Translation, Gemini's raw power is legit. For you, that means smarter answers, fewer errors, and maybe finally getting that code to compile on the first try. It's like having a genius tutor, a coding buddy, and a research assistant, all rolled into one. The numbers don't lie. On paper, Gemini 2.5 Pro is a powerhouse. This thing is a Swiss Army knife. Multimodal from the ground up, it eats text, images, audio, and video for breakfast. Want a video game coded from a single prompt? Gemini 2.5 Pro can spit out an endless runner game in p5.js, complete with pixelated dinosaurs and detailed instructions, in under 30 seconds. One user tweaked it to add a start screen with just a follow-up prompt. Boom, done. It's also a coding wizard, handling entire code bases thanks to that massive context window. Software engineer Simon Willison used it to update 18 files across his project in 45 minutes, averaging under 3 minutes per file. It's not perfect, sometimes it tweaks unrelated code, but it's scarily good. Picture this, you're stuck on a coding problem, and Gemini not only fixes it, but explains why it was broken in the first place. Or you're trying to understand a complex scientific paper, and Gemini breaks it down like your favorite teacher. Beyond coding, it aces math, science, and logic, and can summarize complex texts like Bleak House with nuanced analysis, or turn it into a 3-act movie script. Speed, blazing. It feels faster than OpenAI or Anthropic's latest, thanks to Google's insane compute power. It's like the difference between dial-up and fiber optic. Once you experience it, there's no going back. But here's the twist. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. While Google touts Gemini 2.5 Pro as a multimodal marvel, real-world use tells a different story. It can whip up a P5.js game in seconds, but the code's often buggy and needs tweaking. That massive context window? Great in theory, but it sometimes meddles with unrelated code sections, creating more work. In STEM tasks, it's a coin toss. Brilliant 1 minute, bafflingly wrong the next. Speed's impressive, but unreliable outputs make it a gamble. It's like a sports car with a shaky engine. Looks amazing, drives fast, but might leave you stranded. Users have reported that Gemini 2.5 Pro can overthink simple tasks, resulting in slower responses than necessary. This inefficiency is particularly noticeable in straightforward scenarios, where its reasoning process adds unnecessary delays. In long context situations, the model may also struggle, occasionally producing confused or incoherent outputs. For example, when asked to summarize a lengthy document, it might miss key points or ramble off topic. This inconsistency undermines its reliability for professional use, especially in fields where precision is critical. The reviews paint a messy picture. Some developers swear by its STEM smarts, while others call it out for spitting gibberish or overcomplicating simple jobs. It's lightning fast, Ars Technica loved that, but users complain it thinks too long for quick tasks. Multimodal prompts? It chokes more often than it shines. The consensus online is that it's a shiny toy that frustrates as much as it wows. Google's leaning hard into the hype, but the cracks are showing, and the excitement's starting to fade. Take, for instance, the environmental impact. Training and operating advanced AI models, like Gemini 2.5 Pro, require significant computational resources, leading to a substantial environmental footprint. The energy consumption involved in developing and running such models contributes to carbon emissions, raising concerns about their sustainability. While Google has made strides in energy efficiency, the lack of specific data on Gemini 2.5 Pro's energy costs fuels worries about its role in the broader climate impact of AI. This is a critical issue that's often glossed over in the hype. Here's the kicker. Gemini 2.5 Pro feels like a missed opportunity. That context window's a gimmick for most users, and its reasoning's plagued by errors. Free access is stingy, and the API's pricey, $125 to $250 per million input tokens, $10 to $15 per million output. Google's tight-lipped about training data and energy costs, which raises eyebrows. Bugs make it a liability, not a leap forward. Students won't get reliable help, and businesses will wrestle with glitches. This isn't the future, it's a cash grab dressed up as innovation. Moreover, there are serious ethical concerns. As with any AI system, Gemini 2.5 Pro may reflect biases embedded in its training data, potentially leading to unfair or discriminatory outputs. Without clear insight into the datasets used, it's difficult to assess the model's fairness or inclusivity. Additionally, its multimodal capabilities, handling text, images, and video, could be exploited to create misinformation, deepfakes, or other harmful content. These are not just technical flaws, they're societal risks that Google seems unprepared to address fully. So why should you care? Because Gemini 2.5 Pro isn't just a tech toy, it's a glimpse into the future of AI, warts and all. It's pushing boundaries, sure, but it's also exposing the cracks in the system. The environmental toll, the ethical blind spots, the high costs, they're all part of a bigger conversation about where AI is headed. If we don't address these issues now, we're setting ourselves up for a future where tech amplifies inequality, not opportunity. Gemini 2.5 Pro isn't a wake-up call, it's a warning sign. Wow, Gemini 2.5 Pro is a mixed bag, and not always in a good way. Will it spark a new AI arms race or just fizzle out? One thing's clear, the future's looking complicated. What do you think? Ready to test this beast yourself or sitting this one out? Drop your thoughts below. Smash that like button if you're as conflicted as we are, and subscribe for more tech reality checks. Let's keep exploring the tech shaping our world, flaws and all. See you next time.